say I don't love waking up when it's dark out.
Yeah.
The sun really helps get me going.
Well, here it is, 7:13 in the evening. Wait a minute, no, that's next week
Yeah,
at
I
this
was
time.
looking
See,
out,
that's
like,
the
what's-
test,
okay.
like what's it gonna be? Well, the big question now, what's it gonna be on Friday? We got a heck of a day coming our way Friday. Nothing we haven't dealt with before. We're hardy folks, but we just haven't dealt with this a whole lot so far this winter. Temperatures over the next few hours slowly backing down into the upper 20s. We have clouds that are moving in. Here is a look at Friday. This is what we're keeping an eye on. The snow will be moving in pre-dawn, and we could be looking at a very tricky commute for Friday morning. The snow will be wet. It will be slushy, and periodically you will have some pretty intense snowfall rates coming through the area, especially as we move through Friday morning into probably midday. And then again in the evening, we're expecting another batch with some lake effect kicking in. And then those Friday accumulations, generally speaking, 2 to 5 inches of snow. We have completely dealt with 2 to 5 inches of snow over the years, but we are expecting some additional snow accumulations into Saturday thanks to the lake. The big picture on satellite and radar shows a weak storm system to our west. That is not the one that we are going to be dealing with. That one kind of has the brakes put on it right now until another big chunk of energy moves into the plain states. That's coming in off of the west coast right now. So we kind of have 24 hours for this whole thing to start to get together. And about 24 hours from right now, we will hopefully have a much better idea as to just how the track will be nailed down. Track is everything in these types of situations when you're talking about snow or rain. As of right now, we start the clock at 6 o'clock this evening, and you can see in the next 24 hours, so this is Thursday, tomorrow, 6 p.m. We now have a storm system, so we'll have even better information to put into the forecast for tomorrow. But right now, we will have snow on the north end of things. We'll have rain on the south end of things. The big question is, where does that line hit? Where does the center of the storm go that will line up where the rain to snow changeover takes place? Right now, it looks like that line moves right into northeast Ohio, and we end up getting snow moving in by Friday morning. It continues through the day, and then Friday evening, as you can see, we still have some snow that is coming down. Track is a big deal. If it goes farther north, we get rain, we get much less snow. If it goes farther south, we get more snow, and that snow accumulation will go farther south too. So here's your National Designer hour-by-hour forecast. Tomorrow morning, no problems. Light northeasterly winds, temperatures right around 30 degrees or so. We will have some clouds around, but tomorrow during the day, we're probably going to see some breaks in the overcast. So again, enjoy it while you can. Temperatures should make it into the low 40s in many inland areas. Tomorrow evening, we will see the clouds increase, and then by Friday morning, the snow is moving in. I'm stopping the clock at 7:30 in the morning on Friday. This is school time, commute time. There's a lot that happens between 5 and 8 a.m., and you can see what's happening. We have snow that is coming down. Also, look at your temperatures. The air temperatures are right around freezing, which is perfect for slushy, wet snow. So that accumulation will come down. Yes, it will be accumulating on elevated surfaces first, but we will also have some accumulation on roads and sidewalks because of the intensity of the snow that's coming in. Farther south, down toward Canton, Dover, Worcester, you're probably going to end up with the mix. But again, this is where the track makes a big difference. You may be saying, oh, what's a big deal in 10 miles here or there? Well, you ask the folks in Worcester what a big deal it is, because they're either getting all snow or all rain. And that kind of a fine line is very hard and very difficult to pin down when you're talking about thousands of square miles of atmosphere that we're dealing with. Anywho, the snow continues as we go through the afternoon. The atmosphere is cooling. As of right now, this forecast model is putting our low going right through the southern end of our viewing area, which would then mean that as the winds begin to pivot by Friday evening, now we start to bring in the lake effect. The temperatures are cooling, the snow begins to fluff up, and the winds are picking up at this point. So we kind of have this whole story that stretches out all the way into Saturday as those accumulations continue to stack up, especially in the snowbelt. How much? This is Friday at 6 p.m. Notice the coating of snow that we have. We're probably going to end up with a few inches of snow in greater Cleveland and points south. By the time we hit Saturday, all said and done, as of right now, we're looking at about 3 to 6 inches of snow for greater Cleveland, 2 to 4 inches of snow south of Akron, and we're probably just going to end up with a slushy coating around Dover, New Philadelphia. Meanwhile, our snow belters are going to end up with a few more inches of snow. We could be looking at over 8 inches in some spots. Union Home Mortgage for forecast has those temperatures backing down into the upper 30s then for Friday with that lake snow, that snow changing over to lake snow. And then once we get into Saturday, we continue to have some lake snow, at least early. We're back into the upper 30s on Sunday. Another round of snow comes in on Monday, lasts into Tuesday. You kind of get the pattern that's going here. We have a couple hits coming. So Friday is not a day to poo-poo, even though, you know, we've had 3 to 6 inches of snow. That's nothing for us. The problem is what it's going to be when you step out the door.
Oh, wow. Okay. Friday's the day.
All right.
Betsy,
Thank you,
thanks.
Betsy.